messed up. The world would have been right if she was gone.
I agree with Brooklyn because I also put it like that. But at the same time, I put a memory moment because she was like, Mrs. B was like, I remember your mom telling me about that, and then Melody was like, tried to save him, couldn't. Like she tried to save
So who was she talking about when she said try to save him?
her goldfish, Ollie. She was saying like tried to save him, couldn't. Because when like at the beginning of the book, I forgot what chapter it was, where Ollie jumped out of the fishbowl and she tried saving him by calling his mom, but her mom didn't listen, and she was like, at first she was like, I'm scared, and then Mrs. V said me too, and then it says the silent room echoed our thoughts, and then it said I had a goldfish, he jumped out of his bowl.
So why would she choose to bring up Ollie?
Because like she chose to bring up Ollie because she was like, at first she remembered she was thinking about Penny, but then like it's kind of like her Penny getting lost, and then
I'm thinking like that she brought up Ollie because like she tried to describe like how she was trying to save Penny, like trying to like tell them like you know how Ollie jumped out of his bowl, like he tried to Melody tried to put him back, but she couldn't. So that's like describing how like Melody tried to save Penny to tell her mom, but like it didn't work. So.
Okay, so I was gonna say because she described Ollie, she told Ollie because like I was like Penny was Ollie, and then she's like he jumps out, and then she's trying to go and try to communicate with her mom, but once again she doesn't understand anything, and she thinks she's just doing that because of something, and then that's when she got injured, and then she was like, and then on the last page she said that she was the injury, a badly broken leg, but she survived the surgery. She's gonna live. Then she cried once more. Normal doesn't suck at all. And I was saying that normal does, I'm saying that normal does suck a little bit, because if you're normal, then you don't have you're just a normal kid, and then you're like a regular kid, but she is much more than that. She has a special inside, like she's smarter than just a normal kid.
Well, and I think Mrs. V said something about that too. Mrs. V in this chapter served like really as the words of the wiser, because when Melody kept saying, I just want to be normal, I just want to be like the other kids,
And then she's like,
Mrs. V says what to her?
she says, so you want to be mean and fake and thoughtless? I look up at her angry face, then look away. No, normal.
And I think that Mrs. V was trying to get at the only kids that Melody knows that is so-called normal. Look at what they did to her. They're mean and they're rude and they're conniving and they're sneaky, and I certainly would not want to be like that. If that's normal, I would not want to be normal. I would not want to be like them.
And it also says normal sucks, she roars. People love you because you're Melody, not because of what you can or cannot do. Give us a little credit.
Jen covers the picture because each time she hears a song, it's with the colors, but the beautiful colors. But this time, her colors is gray because Penny, she ran over and when they put the unicorn is really great because that gray is the color of the sky.
Because she's like, because on the same page on 278, it says that she was like it was a contradiction because like she didn't really care or like so much that she was like I can't stop shaking because she was like so nervous that.
But what was she nervous about? Like, what was she scared?
Because Penny was outside like by herself.
She would die.
But I think that she's more fearful, not that Penny will die,
but
but
just that she's gonna lose her own sister.
No, I think
she's afraid that she's gonna be like Jill, her friend that is in H5 with her. That she's afraid that she was gonna be like Jill because Jill was in a car accident and got messed up. At first she was all normal and then because of the car accident she got messed up, and Melody's afraid that that's gonna happen to her, to Penny, and she's like really worried. That's what she said. I'm worried about 2 messed up kids.
Because she also mentioned that like if something's wrong with her brain, and then she said like and then Mrs. V said that might happen, and she said like she doesn't want 2 messed up kids now. How bad would that be?
And she was so scared. Like she was asking so many questions to Mrs. V.
But I think she was asking the questions not because she was fearful that Penny was going to die, but I think she was fearful that because of the accident, she was going to be messed up or disabled.
Like her, she was really scared that she was really scared that she was nervous that Penny might be messed up as her, and that she's like, I don't want her to be messed. She doesn't want Penny to be messed up.
So when Penny was born, Melody was jealous of Penny because she couldn't walk because she could walk and talk a little bit, and she could not do nothing. And now she's not jealous. She's worried about Penny because now they're almost like the same thing because Penny cannot walk because she has a broken leg. They said almost like I think from the last page. She said that Penny had a broken leg, and almost it's like she cannot walk like Melody. Now they're being like almost the same.
Yeah, and that's very different than how Melody was originally when her sister was being born. She was very jealous of the fact that Penny could walk, Penny could talk, Penny was progressing so fast. But now that Penny might potentially lose that and might potentially lose her walking.
She's like especially her age. She's like, because like she was really jealous, like, but at the same time she was thinking like, what if because I came out like this with this disability, what if she comes out with a disability too, or in a different one? She was first all jealous, but at the same time when she was jealous, she was worried too.
And I think.
Oh, sorry.
So no, you're okay, Julie.
You were. And now Penny's going to get to feel how Melody feels how she cannot walk. Yeah.
And I think that Penny being potentially disabled is going to be a lot harder on the family and a lot harder on Melody because they were able to accept the fact that Melody was born disabled. But Penny was born normal, and potentially she could be brain damaged or physically disabled because of the car accident. So I think they're going to take that a lot harder adjusting to someone who was once normal like Jill and now all of a sudden lost that.
I was going to say that she's kind of, because then it's going to be much harder on the parents now because now they gotta carry Melody, and then now they gotta carry Penny, and then especially so she has the crutches, so she has a broken leg, so then it's gonna be really hard for them to carry, especially because the dad has a broken arm.
Or the dad's wrist is hurt, or his.
Yeah, and then it's gonna be really hard on the mom because she has to do everything.
And then I agree with everyone, and I agree with you too. But like, oh sorry. But the dad, like, when I think his hand is gonna like feel better, and like it's gonna start like feeling better, won't hurt as much. Because normally when the dad didn't like hurt his arm and punched into the wall, he always would carry Melody, and his mom and the Melody's mom would normally carry Penny. And like there is a part where I kind of laughed because like Mrs. B, I think, or Melody was the one that said that Penny was like arguing and kept like saying where was the page where she was in the room? She was like before they went to school. Is it her? What page are you looking for? The one where she's like in the room. She's in the hospital.
When the dad
No. When the dad what?
when the dad is like in her room and she's telling her
Oh yeah, I found it.
because we're not at the part where she's at the hospital.
Yeah, they have not made it to the hospital yet. Penny and Mrs. B is at home. I mean, Melody and Mrs. B are at home.
I think you're right ahead.
No, before they went, like she went to school.
Yeah, they were in the room.
Oh yeah, they were still at home.
I would say that my hope for Melody is she realizes, I hope that she's able to take some of the guilt off of her, because I do think she feels very guilty, and I think that if Penny was disabled or had brain damage like Jill, I think Melody would feel very guilty for the rest of her life, because that's something that's not going to go away. But my hope for Melody is that she realizes that internal damage isn't a disability. It's something that can be fixed and healed, and that a broken leg isn't a disability. It's something that can be fixed and healed. So while Penny might not be able to walk for a little while, she will be a normal kid. She will heal like everyone else. So I hope that Melody realizes that and realizes that
She could like
she shouldn't feel that guilty about it.
all the pressure, and she could like put it. She could like put it a little bit on the dad because he actually forgot her, and like he should have been in the back where she could go in the front.
Yeah, I just hope that Melody can learn to forgive herself
Yeah,
and realize that
just
it
putting
wasn't
all
her
the
fault.
blame on her.
Like almost